So after watching the full 11-minute video on the day of Jeffrey Epstein's death, I realized some inconsistencies. Watch carefully as this correction officer approaches the cell. The average door height in a jail is about 6 foot 6 inches. By judging the guard's height, you can tell he is roughly about 6 foot 3, about 3 inches shorter than the door. I had to speed up the camera here because he was at the door for quite a while. In his spare time, the guard acts mighty suspicious and leaves a bag hanging out of the garbage, then leaves. This next part will blow your mind. Who is the person coming out of the cell next by his height? You can tell he is about 6 foot even, and he has white skin complexion.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that? And why the fuck he got his hood on?
But look carefully at his walk.
A few steps, a smile, and a wave to the deputy at the door. We watched Jeffrey Epstein walk out of jail.
Then Jeffrey Epstein is out in a bulletproof armored truck with government plates and is on his way. Then a few years later, after his surgery heals, you get this.
Good morning, everybody. This is Palm Beach Pete from Palm Beach, Florida. I'm so not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm just me being me. I'm Peter from Palm Beach. I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. He's a very bad person, what he did, obviously, and he is dead. And I'm alive. I'm not that really bad guy, Jeffrey Epstein. You're not Jeffrey Epstein? I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm Palm Beach Pete.
Here is the real Palm Beach Pete.
My name's Peter, known as Palm Beach Pete on YouTube and social media. Why that guy would say, I'm Palm Beach Pete, when someone asked him if he was Epstein, I don't know. It just baffles me. If someone came and asked me that same question, I would simply answer no and then keep driving. But I don't want that kind of publicity on my channel.
Have you and Jeffrey Epstein ever been in contact? Never.
That's a little bit deceptive there.
Okay, I get it. Are you a fan of pizza? I love pizza. Maybe some spicy honey, too. Is that code word?
What was the question?
Yes.
Yes, he loves pizza.
Okay, nice. Have you ever had a flight with the Clintons in the 90s? Never.
No, his breathing is going towards a lie.
Okay. Have you ever been to an Epstein party? I was at a party and he was at that party.
So the answer is yes?
The answer was yes. I was in a room and he was in the same room. Have you got any facial surgeries? Never. No surgeries done? Correct.
That actually came out as a lie.
Stay with me, Glenn. Thank you. Right there. In fact, the officer station had a unique angle of Epstein's cell. Now let's look at the screenshot from the video the DOJ shared. So you can see here that the officer would have been able to see Epstein's cell door and cell block. So when they say the officers fell asleep, they said that for a reason. They knew that the officers that were stationed there would be able to look directly at Epstein's door. They needed an alibi because something bad happened. You immediately notice that whatever this is not the cell block that Epstein was in. Those are not cell doors. In fact, this 10 minutes into the video, a person just comes out of one of those doors with a trash bin and places it in the middle of the floor. So if it's not a cell block, what is this? The space that we're looking at is the common space near the elevator's staircase. I've marked it myself on the diagram below. The red dot is the position where the cameras are. The DOJ released video was recorded. This is the opposite of the officer's station, and in no way could have seen Epstein's cell block, let alone Epstein's cell. Even the one piece of evidence that they released is a lie. They said, here's Epstein's cell door. It's not. The way you can confirm this is the space marked on the schematics and the angle and the shape of the floor that matches the angles that we see in the doors in the video. The door is marked 46. That leads to the main entrance. This is the exit for the entire tier. So if we go once more to the DOJ footage, you can see that the officer station at the far end. When you zoom in, you see some teeth on the side. You can see them right there. Those teeth are the staircase up to Jeffrey Epstein's cell. You see them right there on the far right-hand side. Guys, is Tom ready? Is Tom set? Okay, great. Okay, we'll move very quickly here. The only thing that we can remotely see in the direction of Epstein's cell block is this silver staircase. You can go up and down the staircase without being seen by the camera. Anyone could have ever entered Epstein's cell. even in the footage. Now, this is important. Gate 46 is the only way in or out of the SHU cell block floor. Okay, got it. So this is the full entry to the floor. We have 11 hours footage throughout the night with that one missing minute. So you must prove that nobody entered or exited the floor, right? But the obvious question is, how do we know that someone wasn't there beforehand? How do we know someone wasn't in before the DOJ video started? By all measures, you could have stayed in Epstein's cell block. You could have actually not been seen by the camera or the guard if you had just hidden inside of the utility closet or the crawl space. Right there. There's Epstein's door, and there is a unlocked security closet. And there is the broken camera. So, of course, we have no footage of what actually happened. We have no footage of Epstein's door. It's all a lie. And the footage that we're seeing is the entirety of the cell block. Anyone could have entered Epstein's actual tier. And that's the one piece of evidence we got with zero explanation. And I cannot emphasize enough what an insult that is.